Alright guys, so I know I've been flying my Timber X a little bit here on floats, and I forgot to make an unboxing video. I don't know how I even did that, how I forgot to do that, but, guys, I'm going to show you today how to put these together. So, first thing you do, take it all out of the box, unbox it, unwrap everything, get everything all laid out so you can tell. So, first thing you're going to want to do is take this screw out right here. And this piece will completely pull out, and so will this piece. So you'll want to pull those out on all four, front and back. Well, there's four total, 2 on the front, 2 on the back. Take all those out, and then you're going to want to install this and this. Now, before you screw this down, you gotta make sure you put these struts right here. I guess they're struts. I don't know what you want to call them, but I don't know. Anyways, stick those in there, right? So you see how? So you unscrew it, stick the rods in here, and put these pieces right in that little slot. The front ones are in the back. Let's see, on the back side, and back ones are on the back side also. So you do that. You're gonna want to make sure that you have these correct. So I watched Brian Phillips' video, and this one is a little bit more farther back at an angle, with this piece right here that hooks into the fuselage is still straight. So if you try to do this one and do the same, this piece is going to be bent back more. So that's how you're going to want to know. This is how it's going to look. So the back, that's the back side. That's the front side. See, it's a little bit more farther back at an angle. That's to keep the front of the floats up when you're taxiing around the water and taking off. And just in general, it holds the front end up a little bit more. So, you know, you don't come in like this when you're landing and go, don't do that. So, next you're going to want to screw that down with both these pieces in there. And keep these pieces lined up like this, running down with that line right here. And after that, you're going to want to hook in these rods right here. So the flat piece is going to go right on the corner back here, and you should be using the only other screws that came with it, and slide those in there and set them up like that. So they're gonna want to be diagonal like that. So I'm terrible at explaining. Sorry guys, but if anybody needs some help in the comments section, just tell me, and I'll make another detailed video. I'll even take it all apart and do it again. So next is your water rudder. You should have them. They should be hooked up like that. So you put it straight. I have mine in this little hole right here. Same thing on the other side, but this time the piece is on the left side, from the front to the back. Angle of looking at it, it'd be on the left side. So after that, untape these. These should be little strings, and they came going into one of these holes. Can't remember where. I think this hole. They came sticking them through that hole right there. Just pull that tape out, pull them out, lay them out. Don't get them all confused. And then next, they should be looking like this. And now you're ready to mount them onto your Timber X Night Timber. It works. I'm not sure if it works for the Turbo Timber 1.5 or even the new Evo Timber. But sorry guys, a little bit tired. Got up pretty early this morning. So, anyways, that's how you do it. It definitely fits on the Timber X, and of course the Night Timber too. It's basically the same exact thing. Maybe if you had the Night Timber, you may want to even cut out little spots in the floats, install some LEDs, and somehow plug it in with your receiver lights for the fuselage and wing lights, and that'd be cool. You'd have lit up floats too. But I'm not gonna do that. I don't need to do that. Maybe I'll put I might put a couple small lights on the front of the floats here. if I ever fly in the dark on floats or near dark on the floats. So now what you're gonna want to do is there's a piece right here and it sticks on there like that. You're gonna want to take the screws out and remove it because that is where the back slot of the floats go. Right in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn it over and put it on, put them in. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and stick those in there, push them in there pretty good. Alright, so we have those in there. Move those pieces out. You're going to want to install this piece back in over it. You can do it the front first, the front last, doesn't matter. So I'm gonna first go ahead and screw these in. Alright guys, so I got those screwed in there. Back in, a little bit of water leaking out. Wipe that off a little bit. Alright, so for front is actually very interesting, I thought. I like how this screws in. So basically you're going to take these little pieces right here and set them over this piece into the hole where you would have your gear for these screws right here. These screws, you use them. They are the exact same. They fit. They work, obviously. And that's what it's going to hold. Press down on this and hold it there. Alright. Oops. Sorry. You guys can see that. So, you just screw them in like so. And until they get tight and can't really go down too much more. And then we're almost complete. They're ready to go flying now. So that's how you want them to look. Almost completely down. Maybe even completely down. I might put them completely down. So I'm gonna screw it in just a little bit more. Don't want to strip it. That's pretty good though. And now we do the other side. Alright guys, so I got that done. This screw is a little bit stripped apparently. If you can see that. It's not too stripped, but I may have to order new ones anyways soon. So the floats are mounted really good. You're gonna want to make sure that I forgot to say this earlier guys, I'm sorry. You're gonna want to make sure that these pieces right here, these plastic pieces, are on the inside of both floats when you're putting them together. And then they will be correct and lined up. So for the water rudder, this is very interesting when I first got it. So this is how it works. I always knew that these would be for something. I was wondering what the heck they were for, and then I had the floats and watched the video. I was like, oh wow. So basically what you're gonna want to do is put this whatever you want to call this, it's almost like a needle but not a needle. You're gonna want to put it through the little holes that this has. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry guys, I can't film and do this at the same time. Right through there until it gets the water rudder lined up, and you want to point this to the, gosh dang, I can't talk today. You're gonna want to point this to the outside a little bit, because when you let go, it's gonna want to turn to the outside a little bit. So turn to the outside, get it aligned. And you're going to want to take the landing gear screws from out there. I'll show you guys in a second. And that's what you use to screw it down and hold this little 10-piece thing in place. So let me go do that real quick. These screws are the one I'm talking about. These screws go into that piece right there. Into those to hold the landing gear on. And they fit just perfectly. And this. So I'm going to go ahead and get it started a little bit here and use a screwdriver to do the rest. Works like a charm. No, and I just dropped it. Okay. Can't film and do it at the same time. Like I said, guys, it takes a lot of trial and error and adjusting to get this thing lined up because they're spring and you got to get it just right. Just so you guys know that. I've even done it several times to get it aligned. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, show you guys exactly how it looks. Alright, so I got them installed. Basically, guys, here, that's what it looks like. My string never came exactly the same out of the box. So, see, the lengths are quite a bit different. I wouldn't try to keep this piece screwed. I wouldn't have this thing, gosh, what do you want to call it? What do you want to say? I'm going to say something. I can't think of how to say it. Don't let the string be any shorter than it is right now, because if this key right here was just a tiny bit more, I don't think it would stay. A tiny bit more that way. This metal piece would be farther over to the left, towards the center ball thing. Right here, I don't know exactly what it is. I don't think the screw would be able to hold it if it was. So, just keep that in mind. You could always take another string and re-tie it, make it longer, cut it however you want. This one's a little bit longer, as you can see. It's got some good space right there, but it only matters that it, oh my gosh, my camera, that it's lined up with the rudder center, and it will work fine. Now see, my left water rudder now just stopped working because the string is like loose now. That works in the water though, so yeah, even though it doesn't right now, it works in the water. So that's pretty much it, guys. I'm sorry, I don't know why I can't talk today, gosh dang it. And if anybody has any more questions, ask me in the comments. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But that's pretty much it, guys. That's the Flite Timber X on floats. It looks great, it flies great, the floats work great in general. They are very durable, and it's still leaking water, apparently. Yeah, water does get caught up in it, apparently. See, it's been falling out of the back of these, under these, so you might want to take those out and dry them sometimes. I think I will be doing that, but all in all, they work great. I think they were like $40. No, I can't remember how much they were. But it was worth it, I'll just tell you that. So, this is KBRC. I'm sorry, I can't talk today, and I suck at explaining today, apparently, for some reason. So, please subscribe and stay tuned for more. I'm going to be flying it soon again off of floats, and hopefully I'll have someone filming. So, stay tuned.